All right, I know who did it.
You do?
Yep. In order to explain, I'll have to take you through the events of the night step by step. When the night began, the maid was in the library, getting ready for you to arrive. I was in the hall, I know because I was there. And then the doorbell rang, and it was Colonel Mustard, and I took him into the library. And then the doorbell rang again, and it was Mrs. White, and I took her into the library. And the doorbell rang again, and it was Professor Plum, and then it was Miss Peacock, and then it was Miss Scarlet.
Get on with it.
Get on with it.
All right. So, as the night began, we all went into the dining room to eat dinner. That's when it was revealed that we had each received a letter. And you had a letter, and you had a letter, and you had a letter, and you had a letter.
Get on with it.
All right, point is blackmail.
But weren't we all in the study at this point?
Right. We were all in the study. And then Mr. Body showed up late. And that's when it was revealed that he was the blackmailer. And then he each gave you a weapon. And he told you all to kill me. And then he turned off the lights.
Bang! Ah!
And when the lights came back on, Mr. Body was on the floor, apparently dead. But was he?
Well, of course he was. I checked him.
No, but he was only pretending to be dead. He realized that the gunshot that was fired was intended to kill him, not me. So remember what happened next. Yep, a scream. It was the maid, so we all rushed to see what was wrong. We brought her back to the study, where we realized that Mr. Body's, there was one more person in the house.
The cook!
So we ran to the kitchen to check on the maid, but we realized that the cook was already dead. So we ran back to the study.
I haven't seen your parents in a long time.
And Mr. Body's body is gone.
Exactly.
Are they?
That's when we split up to find the murderer.
Exactly. And in the process, there were 4 more murders.
But who would want to kill all of them?
Don't you see? Whoever wanted to kill them wanted to kill Mr. Body and all of his accomplices.
So which one of us killed them?
The only person who wasn't with us in the study at the time.
Like 250, which is really funny.
The maid.
Not letting me make a profit.
While we were in the study, the maid was in the billiard room, recording our conversation. Then when she heard the gunshot, she ran into the study because she thought Mr. Body was dead. She picked up the knife. We didn't see her because we were examining the bullet hole. She ran back to the billiard room, then to the kitchen, and stabbed the cook. Then she ran back to the billiard room. She ran back to the billiard room and screamed. That's when we ran to see what was wrong, and we took her back to the study. And then we ran to check on the cook. And that's when Mr. Body tried to escape, and the maid killed him with the candlestick.
But why did she do it?
Isn't it obvious?
Who killed her?
She was killed by the person who was her employer,
Who was that?
Miss Scarlet.
Prove it.
You killed the motorist when we split up.
That's not possible. I didn't know about the secret study.
The maid told you. And then you switched off the electricity when we split up again. You stole the lead pipe and the rope. You ran to the billiard room and strangled the maid. Then you ran into the lounge and killed the cop. Then the doorbell rang, and you recognized the singing telegram and shot her.
secrets to thyself, except for you, Butler. You're no good to me, so you can die.
The jig is up, Scholar. There are no more bullets in that gun.
But you can still die!
Police! Police! You are under arrest for homicide!
That's ridiculous.
You have the right to
I'm
remain
silent. I'm not killed
You
by
have
a
the right
French
to
attorney.
You can't take
If
me
you got a
back.
court attorney,
I won't
stay
stay
beside you. Alright, I did it.
But why?
Secrets, you'll have secrets to thyself, except for you, Butler. You're no good to me, so you can die.
The jig is up, Scholar. There are no more bullets in that gun.
But you can still die!
Police! Police! You are under arrest for homicide!
That's ridiculous.
You have the right to
I'm
remain
silent.
silent.
I'm not killed
You
by
have
a
the
French
right-
attorney.
You can't take
If
me
you got a
back.
court attorney,
I won't
stay
stay
beside you.
I'm Amy. I played the maid and the cop. I'm Katie, and I played Miss Scarlet. I'm Jen. I played Professor Plum and Mr. Green and Colonel Mustard and the Seegling Telegram and the cook.
And I'm Vince, and I played Mr. Body and the butler.
And I'm Betsy, and I played Mrs. Peacock and the camera woman.